Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here, and today we're going to be reviewing part 2 of Unit Dominion, which is a Big Finish audio that one of my subscribers sent. It's been taking me a little while to get through it just because I do struggle with some Big Finishes. This one was a bit of a struggle to get through. It has that problem of not always being able to understand what's going on. A lot of different voices talking. And there's a lot of times where it's quickly cutting from one group of characters to another group of characters. So I'm always having to figure out, okay, who's talking now? Who's doing this? Who's doing? There's a lot of that in it. Also, there's a sound mixing issue sometimes where the music is so loud. I have trouble hearing the voices, especially with the 7th Doctor and Rain. There are times there where I'm listening and I'm like, what? Turn up the volume. That's not helping. And then Ace starts talking to him. What's Ace saying? I don't know what Ace is saying, just like they don't know. To be honest, I don't even know what they're saying. Now, the part I like tends to be the other Doctor, which is, Alex McQueen? Is that his name? Yeah, Alex McQueen. I like him. His voice kind of sounds like Colin Baker's, kind of. I'm enjoying his voice work, and I'm enjoying his Doctor in this, who I'm pretty sure is actually the Master, judging by the picture of him. And so it's probably the Master masquerading as the Doctor for some reason, for some ends he's trying to achieve, I'm sure. He does some more things like he did in part 1 that are very un-Doctor-like, a little more callous than the Doctor, that kind of make you realize it's someone imitating the Doctor that is trying really hard but can't quite nail it. Like when the helicopter crashed and Dr. Klein's like, I noticed you swam away out like an eel and got away watching after yourself. And when he tries to hypnotize the little face things when he's telling them, look into my eyes, which is the kind of thing the Master would do. But I'm still finding him the most interesting character. Dr. Klein is all right. Obviously, she has something against the 7th Doctor, and I don't know if she's from a previous story or not. Or if it's just something we're supposed to find out over the course of this story. But that was definitely, to me, the best part of the story is the stuff going on with Dr. Klein and the other Doctor, the future Doctor. I definitely find him the most interesting character of the whole lot so far. I did like that Colonel Lafayette kind of got his comeuppance, the kind of prima donna one. And since he didn't wait on the Doctor to get there and tried to conduct the interview for all the world to see himself, the face ended up just kind of blowing him away. Not gonna lie, I thought that was kind of funny. He always struck me as a bag of hot air anyway, so he got blown away. Of course, his replacement seems very, very, very strict. I like learning a little more about Sergeant Wilson, getting more time with him and his wife. You know, he has a little one on the way, due any day now. So that's kind of cool. Having a nice little human element. Human element to the story. That's just weird. The whole floating baby faces or whatever. That's just a weird concept. That's straight up some Doctor Who stuff right there. That's weird. I was really having trouble engaging with the story. I watched part of it last night, part of it today. Had to take several breaks, go do other stuff, come back to it. It was just kind of dragging. I did like the end, the stuff with the little spiders the size of horses that could shoot molten lava. I'm like, yes, sign me up. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in that predicament, but sign me up for that in the story. That's pretty freaking cool. That could be the best Doctor Who has ever done spiders. It's the size of a horse and it can shoot lava. I love that. It's like a 5-year-old came up with that and an adult overheard it and said, say! And the way they cocoon people up and then pour lava in there to slowly cook them. That's some dark, heavy stuff right there. So it's interesting seeing the Seventh Doctor and Rain having to hide in the volcano to get away from them. And then I do like that part at the end when Dr. Klein's in Germany and they get caught by those things. The whole exchange between her and Sergeant Wilson and the other private. That whole scene is tense and kind of spooky and scary, and I enjoyed that. All of the voice actors did a good job there, and then getting saved at the last minute by the Doctor. That was pretty cool. And then the cliffhanger was pretty good. I saw it coming because I know Rain and the Doctor were following the spiders, and then the future Doctor talks about, well, we're going to blow them back into the portal. I'm like, ooh. Sure enough, that's how the cliffhanger ended. It's a pretty cool little cliffhanger. So I didn't really get much into part 2, but the end I liked as it was picking up toward the end. But it had little moments like, little things characters would say. I can't really think of them at the moment, but sprinkled throughout it, there were little moments where I was like, oh, okay, cool, I like that. And I did enjoy the last little bits of it. I did molten lava throwing spiders. That's awesome. So, yeah, it didn't engage me as much as part 1, but part 1 was kind of like that too, where it was really kind of the end of it when the mind leeches showed up, where I really started getting invested. So it's kind of like that here too, kind of toward the end with the spider show and getting invested. So that's where we are. What, halfway through? I think it's 4 parts. Halfway through with Unit Dominion. Meh. Curious to see what happens next with it. And again, my favorite part so far has been Alex McQueen's future Doctor. Curious to see how that's going to resolve out. And I love the fact he can't get to his TARDIS because you do kind of get the impression that if this really is just the Master, he just wants to do stuff for his own benefit, get that little node away from Dr. Klein, get to his TARDIS, and go do his Master stuff and not care about anything else. But he keeps getting thwarted because Klein won't give him the node. And they impounded his TARDIS, so he's just, these stupid do-gooders are making me do Doctor stuff. And he'll do it. The Master will play nice if it helps him achieve his ends. Much like the Daleks. The Daleks will be your buddy if they need you for something. We are here to exterminate all humans. Oh, hey, I've got this cool little file on ways to kill Time Lords. You do? Hey, buddy. Did I say exterminate all humans? Come here. Hi, I'm a Dalek. We're going to be buddies. Friends to the humans. That's us. I am your servant. Come on over here. Hey, Frank, look. We got a human. Exterminate. This human has some great notes about exterminating Time Lords. Shake hands with humans. They'll be your buddies like, hey, buddy, come on over. Until they, don't need him anymore. And then he's like, hey, y'all want to hang out some more? And they're like, well, actually, you can ignore the little plunger right here. This egg whisk over here, though, is going to be a little more of a problem for you. The Master's kind of the same way. If he needs you, he'll use you and be buddies with you. But as soon as you're not helpful to him anymore, well, you might end up in a dollhouse. So that's my thoughts on Unit Dominion. What do you think of part 2 or the story as a whole? Comment down below and let me know. Other things to do, click the like button and the subscribe button and the bell for notifications so you never miss out on another video. I also have a Patreon that does help me pay bills. So if you're interested in supporting me there's a link to that down in the description below. I want to give a shout out to some of my top tier patrons. I appreciate their continued support. I want to thank Finn Perkins and Stephen Crane and Colin Coney. I appreciate all of them as I do the support of all of my patrons. I also have an Amazon wish list. If there's anything you would like to send me, the link to that's in the description below. As is my P.O. box as well, which this was also sent by a subscriber. So I certainly appreciate it. Most importantly though, thank you for watching.